I want to spend my 3 minutes on a single sentence from the opening chapter rule, the moment when Holston is making his final climb up the staircase. Howey writes, that always amazed him, how centuries of bare palms and shuffling feet could wear down solid steel. One molecule at a time, he supposed each life may wear away a single layer, even as Zello wore away that life. But what draws me to this passage is how much redefining it does before we even before we even know almost anything else about this world. The silo never gets framed here as a shelter. It comes across instead as something closer to a machine, one that seems to run on the slow constant consumption of the people inside it. Start with the timescales. How it compresses centuries and one molecule at a time in the same breath, which borrows language of geology, the vocabulary of version, and applies to the human touch. The ordering force here is not wind or water, but bare palms and shelving feet. So the soft things inside turn out to be what destroys the hardest. The fact I'd argue is that individual lives get reduced to something like weather. No single person registers, only the accumulation does. And the logic arguably mirrors how the silos treat society, or how society treats its citizens. The last clause delivers particular tension because of its structure. Life wears away the silo, while the silo wears away the life. It reads as a mere construction, almost a kismet, where each side grinds the other down. But the exchange is widely uneven. A whole human existence might remove a single layer of paint, so the silos loses molecules while the person loses everything. The same verb war covers steel and flesh alike, only slower aware out. It's only slower to wear out. It also saw a closed loop with no outside input, and it seems significant. A sealed system can maintain itself only by consuming what it already contains, which is a silo in miniature. Two paragraphs later, the same distinction returns, but turned inward. Holliston describes this 3 years grief as the layers of himself ground to dust, layers grinding dust. The metaphor migrates from steel to self. His amazement at the staircase probably isn't idle observation at all. He recognizes his own condition in the metal. In the sense, he isn't so much climbing the stairs as he's completing the process they described. One last point. In a society where history has been erased and curiosity about it is criminal, where may be the only record that survives. These bowed treads are an archive nobody wrote, proof that thousands of people move in the same circle for centuries without arriving anywhere. But it's a life equals one layer of paint. What would that mean? In the silo's own terms, for a life to count, I'd be curious what other people think.